Hello, this is Xbox Hoy, and this is the bonus footage for the Mark 14. And once again, I've got a whole bunch more of questions from you guys. So, wasting no time, let's get right to it. 091 MW3 asks, do you believe in aliens, ghosts, God, demons, etc.? Short answer, no. Similarly spiritual, the Unchained Mind asks, theist, agnostic or atheist? If you're religious, what flavour is it? I am completely without belief. I'd probably consider myself either an atheist or a nihilist. So to say I don't really believe in anything at all. So there you go. Alright, a bit more light-hearted. We've got a whole bunch of food-related questions. Sir Crimson asks, ahoy, what's your favourite food? Absolute Zero X Pie asks, are you a cheesecake sort of guy or more of a brownie guy? And Ben Atkins Chafer asks, yo Stu, pie or cake? Think carefully. This is not a question to be answered on impulse. So to answer all three, favourite food? Tough call. I mean, I like a wide variety of stuff, but I don't know. My life would be less rich without a good hamburger from time to time, or steak, you know. So that would probably be amongst my favourite. Cheesecake over brownies, and ooh, depends what you mean by pie. If you mean pie in the sort of the American sense, fruit pies, then I'd probably favour cake over a fruit pie. But if you're talking about a meat pie, I'd probably sooner have a meat pie than a cake. So there you go. Okay, ex-Jack of Blades asks, I was wondering how you find out the gun stats, like the reload time and how many shots it takes to kill at range. Do you test it yourself, or does Infinity Ward tell you? And can you find out the effective range for the guns? I actually have the raw game stats available to me, which is what I based my Elite stuff off, and the Weapon Code Express as well. So yeah, I'm working directly from the game files. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. FinnVpo137 asks, do you like Halo? Yes, I like Halo. I've played every single Halo game they ever made. Even Halo Wars. Although I haven't pre-ordered the remake of Halo 1. I might pick it up at some point. Okay, Chemovsky asks, in what programs do you do your animations and picture editing? Will you ever consider doing tutorials on those programs? I use, for the original creation of vector images, I use Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. For the assembly of overlays and bitmaps, I will use Photoshop. And for editing, compositing, and some of the minor effects I use, I'll do everything in Vegas, apart from that. Will I ever do tutorials? Yes. I'll actually refer to another question. Vastroid asks... Well, the second question here is the most salient one, but he asks, firstly, what is the soundtrack used for your weapon guides? 2, any more behind the scenes? 3, what were your GCSE/A-level grades? So, first question, the soundtrack I use for the Weapon Code Express, what's it called? I think it's called London Attack, from the MW3 OST. Second question, any more behind the scenes? Yes, behind the scenes will return when I've got time. 3, what were your GCSE A-level grades? At GCSE I got 1C, 2 Bs, 5 As, 3 A stars, I think. A-level grades, I got 1D, 2 Bs, 1 A. So there you go. Okay. Turtleman1208 asks, have you ever considered doing some sort of open lobby with fans? Maybe just for fun, or even for clips for the weapon guides? I'd like to, but it's tough to arrange. My schedule at the minute doesn't really sort of allow any sort of casual play whatsoever. I'm spending 75% of my time producing stuff, and I simply can't get enough time to actually play the game. But yeah, maybe if I find myself with free time, I'll certainly, consider doing that. Okay, next question. Mao Tse Tsong 13 asks, does the holographic sight confer any sort of advantage over the red dot sight in MW3? Now, normally it doesn't, but it appears that there's a slightly different magnification difference. I'm actually a little uncertain on any recoil differences. I'm not sure if it affects center speed in any appreciable way. But the red dot sight has slightly less zoom. I'm not sure if it's consistent across all weapons, but it certainly seems to be fairly consistent. That the red dot it seems to be about SMG zoom levels, about 1.2 times, and the holographics slightly higher at 1.3. It's a slightly different field of view figures. Other than that, I'm not sure of any sort of conferred advantage, but no, it's just zoom level, as far as I'm aware. Okay, oh, hang on, I recognise this name. Weasel IWJ asks, "Hey Stuart, why is Pickle 9000 in your tags frequently?" Because Machinima asked us to tag any COD-related videos with Pickle 9000. I'm guessing it's for some sort of promotion or tracking. Not sure exactly what, we just do what we're told. So there you go. Okay, Blades Z21 asks, "Did you not think that Activision's email was an April Fool's? You must have had your suspicions." I kind of did, but you know, when it's an opportunity like that, you respond anyway. And you know, when you start getting replies from Activision.com email addresses, and you can look up the people on, you know, the game's credits and actually track their sort of history, and you think, hang on a minute, these guys have a track record with Activision. So yeah, slightly hesitant at first, but you know, once I'd had a few phone calls with them, everything was sorted out, and I've proven beyond reasonable doubt. Okay, Dr. BC DPS 3 asks, "Hey there, Stuart. I was just wondering about the FNFAL you presented on Behind the Lines. Replica, airsoft, or deactivated?" It's a deactivated FAL. It's actually an Indian-manufactured Ishapur 1A1 rifle. Deactivated are probably the most expensive of those three options. But they're also the easiest to obtain. You don't need a license for them or anything like that. Replicas are... They've cracked down on replica weapons in the UK because of our daft gun laws, but oddly enough, anybody can buy a deactivated gun. Right, Snow666 Videos asks, "If you could hang out with 3 people for a day, who would they be? Can be living or dead." I'd rather not hang out with corpses, so... I don't know, I'd probably say comedian Stuart Lee, Adam Buxton, maybe his friend Joe could come too, and fellow YouTuber Stuart Ashens. Just 3 random guys who I wouldn't mind meeting. Okay, next question. Colson Grimm asks, "Xbox Ahoy, if I can waste your time, I have 2, well, more than 2 in fact, questions. 1. Do you like fantasy books? And if you do, who is your favourite writer?" Not massive on fantasy, I'm probably more sci-fi/thriller. That's probably my preferred genre. I don't have that much time for reading anymore, but I like novelists such as Dean Koontz. I like Crichton as well to a certain extent, and Stephen King as well. That sort of ballpark, but also the sci-fi classics. I recently reread The Hitchhiker's Guide. So Douglas Adams and Arthur C. Clarke, I like some of his short stories and some of the stuff in that ballpark as well. 2. Do you still enjoy getting hate mails? Can you read one, please? I wouldn't say I enjoyed getting hate mails, you know, but I do find them funny sometimes. I would read one, but I don't really have one to hand, and I don't get them that often anyway. Okay, L34DH34D97 asks, "When are you going to resume the Minecraft weapon guides?" No, seriously. I'd like to do more Minecraft videos, I guess. I mean, I actually enjoy the game. And I'm hoping that once I've cleared this Elite work and this MW3 stuff with my own channel, that I'll be able to actually play the game and enjoy it, because it's such a time sink, that game. But we'll see. I may yet do another Minecraft video. Who knows? Okay, XX Dusty Ninja XX asks, "You have a great voice, but can you sing?" I can sing. Yes, I do a mean baritone. But no, I'm not going to. Okay, Mr. Informus asks, "Did the women at your college enjoy your oral presentations?" And this concludes the question and answer session. So leave your questions in the comments below, and I shall answer as many as I can tomorrow. All right then. Until next time, farewell.